Jordan Lanning is a resident of Asheville, North Carolina. Suzanne Grisham is here, executive director of Mercury One, which has had boots on the ground in the region. Suzanne, look, what you guys are doing, fabulous work. Like, having been involved with this, like the roadblocks, the fact that you guys can mobilize and get resources in there with no government help, nobody pays you taxes. Why is it so hard?
Well, you've captured everything so well. We have been doing this for over 13 years. You know what this response should be like. I have never seen such a complete and utter failure in my entire career here, and I've been here over 9 years. This is unacceptable. We have been working with amazing disaster relief agencies that we've partnered with. Congressman Corey Mills is on the ground rescuing people. Jack Brewer and his foundation, they're all over Florida, Tennessee, South Carolina, North Carolina. Operation Barbecue Relief. We're flying our own stuff in and helicoptering it ourselves because they're stopping people at all these checkpoints to bring aid in. This is a complete and utter failure of our government. It's a good thing that our motto is we do more so government does less, because they are doing the least amount of recovery efforts that are happening here. It is atrocious. Americans should be upset.
Jordan, you've been volunteering in Asheville, one of the hardest hit places. Actually, sadly, a friend of yours, our hearts go out to, you passed away in this flood. What are you seeing with this? What are your concerns?
It's ridiculous how long it took for federal aid to get here. People have been coming across from other counties to help us, and now I'm finding out that they're not even being allowed to get here. Like, we have people dying. We have people that aren't even out of the rivers yet. Like, there's still bodies all over the place alongside the rivers that aren't even picked up yet. Like, and it's up to the communities to do it. Like, in the last few days, the restaurants have started giving out more and more food, and it's just ridiculous. I mean, we are very disappointed in the president and the government. I mean, yesterday he didn't even come down here himself. He flew over on his way to Raleigh, and that angered a lot of people that were down here. I mean, we had hope for that he would. I mean, you would think with the upcoming election, especially Kamala Harris, you would think that they would maybe take advantage of that. I mean, I don't want to be a political advantage, but you would think they would be trying to get more votes and help people. But in fact, they're doing the exact opposite, it seems like.
It seems crazy to me. Suzanne, you guys, like you said, you've been at this for over a decade, and you're usually the first people in there. I mean, have you guys had any run-ins with law enforcement that have tried to stifle your efforts? And what has been their response?
Well, I'm sure Congressman Corey Mills has on the ground, because he's been there doing quite a bit, but he's just there. He's going to serve, and that's what he's been doing with us. Our founder, Glenn Beck, is on the ground today. We're there with reporters. We're getting to the bottom of what's happening and what's going on. I also want to mention, this is just Americans helping Americans. Our donors that are supporting this are giving $10, $25. This is Americans saying we will not sit by silent while nothing is being done by our country's government. This is just ridiculous. It's Afghanistan all over again. It's Palestine. It's Lahaina. How many times do we have to sit here and wait for our government to respond? They're not responding, Americans. Wake up. It's our job as Americans to do this. So we'll continue to be here. We'll be the first in and we'll be the last out. It's going to be a long road to recovery. We're going nowhere. We are here to help.
Yeah. And Jordan, when they say, hey, we're going to give you a $750 check, you're like, I paid 10 times more than that in taxes alone last year. How about some of that money?
It's bullcrap. I mean, it's like they're giving us $750. Whoa, great, awesome. What about all the tens of thousands of dollars that we just lost all around us? Like, I mean, thanks for nothing. I mean, yeah, I mean, that's good for about a week or two, but like, we could have been here. It ain't about, like they say, it's not about the money. You could have been here and saved a lot of us, and you weren't here.
Jordan, if you could obviously go back, the preparedness is a big thing, but some of that preparedness was just completely washed away. You were obviously in Asheville, and the scenes we're seeing, it was like, it was like biblical almost.
Yeah. So the mountains of North Carolina, a lot of people, it's our self-defense, basically. When a storm like this comes through, the mountains basically break it all up. But this wasn't the case, and nobody was really prepared for this, and nobody really said let's try to do this or anything. It was just 1 second, we're fine. I mean, Thursday night I got off of work, I went home, I actually checked a few places to see if it was flooding or not in the big place. Like I checked Biltmore Village, it had flooded earlier that day. I went down there, and that's one of the hardest hit places, and it was fine. I went home thinking, okay, well, maybe it's not gonna be that bad. I woke up the next morning, power's off, and there's like 4 trees in my driveway.
Wow, that's amazing.
And the wind's howling at almost 80-mile-per-hour winds.
Yeah, well, we got to leave it right there. Jordan, best of luck with you. Suzanne, we appreciate everything you're doing. Much
Thank you.
appreciated.
Thank you.